Hi everybody. Do you take the easier choice, don't you? Or do you take the difficult choice, even if it seems difficult and you recognize the easier choice? If you take the difficult choice, I think you are on the right path. And I'm talking about, especially in terms of containing the raw desire, the managing the raw desire, which sent from the limbic system, the midbrain, the central brain, which is the animal brain we all have, that is sending impulse, and it doesn't have ability to discerning the essential thing and the over over requirement things, which means doesn't doesn't know if it's enough or overtaken, but it just wants a dopamine. So literally, it's a drug addict within our head, within in the center of our brain. There is a drug addict. We all keep that animal, and it is important to tame the animal, tame the impulse, and we have to discern if it's necessary or it's just wanted dopamine. So in every case, easier choice is just to follow the impulse. If you get thirsty, that's a sign from the body that it needs hydration. So you won't compress the impulse. It's the sign that body sends you. It's necessary thing. But if you want to drink alcohol and just a sip of it or glass of the alcohol, the wine or beer or something, just a little bit of pleasure, that is maybe fine for the day. But you take a drink, a bottle of wine, two bottles of wine, and uh, you know, at the 5 or 10 glasses of beer, that's too much overtaken, right? That is just satisfying your drug addict with the dopamine. If you go to the store and you see a lot of sweets and a lot of junk food, the cookies and chocolates and the chips, and those are tasting good, but those are addictive because you're, you are feeding your drug addict with those junk food, because the junk food is really good at giving a dopamine to the animal brain. So that's the reason just can't we just can't get away from it, and we just can't um, kill the impulse. Maybe one chip is okay, and maybe one cookie is okay, maybe one cake is okay, and everything happen like that, and we just keep feeding the drug addict, and that will ruin your head, and that will ruin your body also. So every time you get to the choice, the difficult one is the right one. If you go to the store, if you see the junk food and you feel like grabbing one of them, but that's not necessary thing. That's overtaking thing. You don't need that to live. You don't need those to make your brain work clearer, make your brain much greater. You don't need that. You don't need those. So hold that impulse and stop your hand to grab that thing and go to the next store or get out of the store. That is a discipline. And once you come to a last thing, the sexual urge, and We all human and we all creature, biological creature. This biological machine is happen to have the greatest desire, greatest emotion on reproduction. So we want to make children. That's how we are designed. So the desire to engage in sexual conduct is a highly urged impulse. That is the strongest impulse that the animal brain sends us. And when it comes to lust, of course, it is difficult to go against the desire, but that is the right path. And it's no problem if you know, if you engage a sexual thing with the intimate partner. That's no problem. That's no problem, but overindulging it is a problem. So you gotta manage yourself in that case also. However, if you don't have a partner and you know you are smart enough to find something online, it's always a good thing to hold that impulse, hold that desire, and go do other things. It's difficult, but it's good because it's difficult. And it's easy to follow the impulse, follow the desire, and just satisfy your animal brain with instant gratification, like watching porn and masturbate yourself, touching yourself, satisfy yourself by yourself, or grab someone online and just meet them just for having sex. That is really wasting energy, wasting deed, and that will hurt your spirit, and the spiritual energy will go down as hell. So you want to stop it and you want to hold it, and always difficult choice working better. So whatever thing you feel the impulse from your animal brain, you gotta kill it. You gotta kill it. As our team, disciplined team, don't obey the animal impulse. We won't feed the drug addict, and we keep not feed the drug addict with drug. The animal will obey us. The animal will obey our spirit and give all the energy toward our will. So that is the beautiful part. Okay, so anytime you feel the impulse from your brain, midbrain, and the animal brain, the dopamine addict sends you the signal, reject it, and keep on going to your purpose, and just walk straight to your path. That is my message today. I love you guys. Your habit will honor, and better habit will better life. And I see you in the next episode. Peace.